over that dead body. With Biafran, Umokoko, mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he depend me, oh, gaga. He depend me, oh, gaga. He depend me, oh, gaga. This your G, he depend me, oh, gaga. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. Ah, he depend me, oh, gaga. Mama, he depend me, oh, gaga. In this your G, he depend me, oh, gaga. Sabotu was he depend me, oh, for you. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to face. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to face. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to face. Yeah, he depend me, oh, gaga. Mama, he depend me, oh, gaga. In this your G, he depend me, oh, gaga. Sabotu was he depend me, oh, gaga. Biafra voice, 247. Love you, we love you, Roger, me blood, brother man, you know. We go Chris. Gia Makaka, Ogara, Rasta man of God. Love you. Yeah. Biafra, you know. Ikuku. Bad guy, you know. What the master. Love you. I can't have a go on. I get y'all away with a thing. All them enemies of Biafra. Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom, not good and best. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom, we're not good and best. Yeah. He depend me, oh, for you. He depend me, oh, gaga. Africans, he depend me, oh, gaga. This your G, he depend me, oh, gaga. Ah, he depend me, oh, gaga. Mama, he depend me, oh, gaga. I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a blonde man. My God. So I'm on that maximum respect. Yeah, he depend me, oh, for you. He depend me, oh, gaga. Africans, he depend me, oh, gaga. This your G, he depend me, oh, gaga.
You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody.
Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Thank you, Umuchineke. Thank you, lovers of freedom. Pastor Vam coming up late today because I've got some family engagements today. And I bless God, and at least I'm able to get back on time before our Prime Minister's jet will stop over in Vienna. We are heading to Vienna today, and we're going to be there. Everything, all the logistics has been done. The Prime Minister will step foot in Vienna. Yes, we're there live and direct. And those that are, always contemplating, they will have the time and chance to confront the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. You have the time today to confront him. Those are your hard questions. Those are questions you have been, mumming up or gathering together. You need to bring it today. My own Dolofos, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're indeed a darling. Thank you so much. Koroma girl, thank you so much. Please, Biafra first. Please thumbs up and share the message to go viral. The zoo is panicking. Correct. Greetings from Cyprus. Chinedu Ago, I greet you. Achineke. Thank you for joining. My namesake, Raphael Chinedu, I greet you. Mommy Lala Ego Yivo, I greet you. Mommy Kel, I greet you. Thank you for joining. Lawal is in the house. My beloved brother Lawal Shehu, you are welcome today. Yeah. And this quote from our Prime Minister, this quote that was posted by our Prime Minister is a statement from the African father, Mazi Nelson Mandela. Mazi Nelson Mandela made that quote. Let me see if I can bring the pics up. But before then, this is an open mic, as you always know. It's an open mic. Before I lay emphasis on this particular topic, you will need to join me if you can. If you are free to join, why not join me? Here you have the African hero himself, Nelson Mandela of blessed memories. Nelson Mandela of blessed memories. Yeah, look at that. It said, it always seems impossible. It always seems impossible until it is done. This man fought for freedom and he was put behind bars for 27 years. 27 solid years. This man was locked up, but he didn't give up. He didn't give up fighting for the freedom of South Africa, his country, the Zulu people. Did he win? Yes, he won. But it took 27 long years in the dungeons in South Africa. And he said, it might seem impossible. To some people today, when we tell them about Biafra, the fight for Biafra have been on for how many years? Since 1967. Today, we have not given up on Biafra. If Dimo Gojuku did not give up on Biafra, in his last public and popular outing, he was screaming at the top of his voice, "Let my people go." He did not give up on Biafra. If Dimo Gojuku gave go ahead to Raphael Owazurike, if Dimo Gojuku was encouraged and blessed to have someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, continuing from where Raphael Owazurike stopped, it means he never gave up. And to some people, it looks as if it is impossible. Forget it. We can't get it. Many people will buy. Many people are buying. Yes. The buying of some people will not stop the freedom of the rest that are alive. And it takes those that are alive to make sacrifices for the future, because if you don't make that sacrifice now, hey, the plan they have for your generations, you can't imagine it. You can't imagine it. So that is why it might look impossible in the eyes of some. It might look like, how can we skate through? How can we make it? They have the support of this and that. They have the support of Britain. They have the support of America. They have the support. No matter the support they have, you cannot equate it with the support of the Most High. We have the support of the Most High. And because the Most High is with us, I am telling you, impossibilities are made possible. Impossibilities are made possible. I will not waste time to put the link up so that those that are inspired would want to come in and join immediately, because today is not going to be a very long service because we are waiting to, host our Prime Minister in Austria today. So, our Prime Minister, wherever he goes, always make breathtaking speeches that you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss any of the speeches he makes. This man is inundated with wisdom. He is so full of the presence and the leading of God. So anytime he steps out, one day you want to be a part of whatever he's doing. You want to be a part of it. So let me pin up this link so that those that are here that want to share this service, this evening service with us, you can join us, because this is where we worship. Like Mazin Namdekanu said, here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. And you know that the only Radio Biafra we have now is a platform of all the media of the Biafra Republic Government Exile, BRGIE media. That is the only worship centers we have. You know, every other places that does not affiliate with the Biafra Republic Government in Exile media, it is nothing but junk, distractions that you get from there, and you don't need such people to corrupt you. So, yeah, let me see. Okay, we've got some updates. We've got some updates. And remember that on the 19th, which is a day after tomorrow, we are going to be having a State of the Union address from our Prime Minister. All things work together for good to them that love Biafra. All things work together for good to them that love Biafra. I love it. Onyeka is already here. Yeah, everything is working for our good. I can see everything turning around. Everything turning around. Everything turning around for our good. We can see everything turning around. Everything turning around. Everything turning around for our good. Umuchineke, you know, there are so many things that should make you unhappy, very, very, very unhappy today. But what should we do? We already know what the zoo they are up to. We know the venom they always spit, and we always have, you know, our determination to engage them. Our brothers in Delta, the old Delta states in, you know, the Zoological Republic, the old Delta states, you know, they sent in their armies to massacre our people. You see, you know, because of the anger they brought to the people. You know, they will not look at what they have done that infuriated the people to, you know, rise up and defend themselves. But today, you see them. The armies are all over there, burning houses and destroying and maiming and ruining everything in that location. But me and you know that when Boko Haram and the bandits, who evidently took more than 70 lives of the Nigerian armies in Borno State, or is it Borno or Niger State? In any of these, no, in Borno was 70. In Niger State, they took so many other lives. In Niger State, their governor came out and said there shouldn't be any attack on the bandits, that they should look for a way to appease them and apologize, and, you know, so that it will not be too much casualties and all that. And the armies were stayed. But in Biafra land, the reverse is always the case. You know why? They don't want us. They want to exterminate us. And so some of those things you see should be things that will make you know why we must leave Nigeria. All these armies that are, you know, gathering themselves in the old Delta states today, it should make you angry with Nigeria the more. You know, those that you face those that are telling you Nigeria can be saved, and the one Nigeria is all. You make you face them and tell them, look, if I ever hear fame from your mouth again, I will paint you in the color that you will not like. So anybody that is not calling for the end of that zoo and for the freedom of Biafra today, you already should consider them your enemies. Because see what they are doing. You see the double standard they bring up over there. It shows you that you are not part of them. So let me not waste further time, because somebody else might have better things to say. Mazi Onye Kachuku, please, I want you to grab the microphone this hour. Mwachineke, you're welcome.
My Honorable Minister, thank you so much. Greetings. I greet Biafrans and friends of Biafrans in the platform. Thank you for your consistency, sir. I just want to join in before you. What I met you speaking that as long as that our enemies, they have much supporters, but as long as we are with Ukokike, we can never succumb. We can never go back. We can never retreat iota. You see, you talk about Mandela fighting for 27 years. Yes, and he won. Despite that the freedom is not yet he won. And we are fighting now us more than 50 years now. More than 50 years. Mm-hmm. And we can never iota. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, watching it. Go ahead, I can hear you.
Thank you. So we can never retreat iota. You know, when I listen to some people say, you have been there, I ask them, if you think we are fighting for freedom, reason why people are being killed, how about those they're killing in the north? What are they fighting for?
Okay.
And the people who have died, who have led their life over the years, the only justice for them is making sure that wish through which they died for is actualized. I remember one statement made by one of our comrades about one Biafran shot by a Nigerian soldier, terrorist in uniform. Before he gave up, he said, "Stop at nothing. Make sure that Biafra is restored." That was a solemn request that every Biafran who hear that will be anger provoked to fight to make sure that Biafra is restored. Nothing on this planet Earth will make us to stop. And let me tell you something. You said about God being with us. Yes. As long as you are in good time with the gods of your land, with the ancestors of that, progenitors of that land you are fighting to preserve, as long as you're in good time, no matter how powerful the enemy is, you will win at last. No enemy, external enemy will come to your land to win you, unless you are not in good time with the forces of the land. That is what people must understand. Okay, the progenitors of the land you are fighting to protect, to preserve, you must be in good time with those progenitors. The spirit in that land, you must be in good time with them. But people don't understand this. When you do so, and do so, make sure that your hands are clean. Your hands are clean. You are fighting a just cause. No matter how powerful is that forces, external forces, no matter how powerful, you are going to win at last. They did not win us when we are carrying flag. They did not defeat us when we are carrying flag. When we are, it is now that we are armed. No. One thing they must understand is this: they will kill us. We will kill them. At the end, Biafra will be restored. So if they understand this, they're supposed to do the needful. And for us to come to them in our own land is not, if they like, that will be unless they wipe everyone out. But if not so, we are going to fight. We are going to fight. We're going to fight the last man standing. And they know what it means. So my people, it shouldn't be, what they're doing in data is this, is that thing with that evidence of what we're saying.
Exactly.
You see how bandits, terrorists, they're not bandits, how they are killing people, burning houses, bring human being and cut off the neck of the person.
Yeah, go ahead.
No presence of soldiers there. No presence of soldiers at all. But in our land, you see them coming to show their muzzle. Those are those Southern soldiers that are among them. They are the fools that must not be forgiven. The land must swallow all of them. If you're a Southern soldier, you are in middle belt, and you are deploying to Biafra land to kill our people, you can never survive it. You cannot survive it. Whatever you are paid, your children will suffer, you will suffer. Because you are a fool that shouldn't be forgiven, that shouldn't be pitied iota. We shouldn't pity you iota. If I'm in there and I see you as a Biafran soldier, a Biafran come to Biafra land to kill you, the whole magazine, I'll finish it on the body of that person. The whole magazine. Because they don't need to beat it. They are full. Look at how they're killing. They tell you, go to north, they tell you, don't Boko Haram. Last time they buried 1,000 soldiers. 1,000 soldiers were buried. And one night, they denied it. That was when Amnesty International has not compromised. They denied it until later they accepted, they agreed, because the video have already go out. These are Biafrans, Oduduwas, and other middle belt. No Fulani among them. No Fulani among them. And the painful aspect of it, these people, the entitlement that's supposed to be given to their families, their wives, all these Fulani army chiefs, terrorists, commanders, sponsors, they are eating those things. They are not giving it to them. And some of them, before they even give them, they would like to sleep with their wives, sleep with those widows. That's the useless they give. These are things we are facing. That every Biafran, if not only Biafran, any indigenous person that have these or senses intact, that can reason like human being to understand that this is not a time of time. You know that we have one enemy. One enemy. Because in Biafra land, mostly the so-called East does not mean that you are exempted. They are focusing on their stronghold, And if other indigenous nationals are sensible, this is the time they're supposed to stand up, so that we can crush this enemy once and for all and chase them back to Futajelon where they belong. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anybody that does not understand that, joining these people to wage war against your own people is at your own detriment, because except you are not envisaging future for your own children or for your own family. Or maybe you are a Yoruba man, you are from Middle Belt, you are a Biafran, you are from this riverine area, and then you are still in the military, joining them in their activities. I see some people, even some Yoruba people, are writing, let them wipe out those communities. Like, seriously? Let them wipe out those communities. I'm telling you, these people are just pathetic. I just pity for you. You don't seem to understand what's going on.
They will suffer. They will suffer. They are foolish blood that don't know who they are. Infiltrated bloods. But when they kill in the north, none of them can talk. None of them can talk. In the north now, where they're killing people, hundreds are being killed on daily basis. Where is the presence of army there? Those who are in Biafra, they will die there. They will die. All of them will die there.
Thank you. Chinedu, please guard the microphone, because I can see that your own anger is also already boiling.
I will start with anger, Pastor Wamba, but good evening, sir. I must commend you, as you always look good and handsome. And I was waiting for you throughout today, honestly speaking, but when the available is not, I was looking for you, but I did not see you. So I was on the platform of Dr. David Masanga. He was the man is away, he's making way.
I've not been listening to you lately. What have you been up to?
Yes, but he was actually prophesying, but the angle he was prophesying is a way, but I need him to make you understand. The only way the true Pan-Africanism is preaching that will come is the method of Julius Malema, because Julius Malema is totally saying we should get these white folks out of our land, while he's saying that he supports Nelson Mandela method of bringing everybody together. Anyway, but that's by the way. But another point I want to make is that let him know that true Pan-Africanism that is always crusading will start in Biafra. Without Biafra, there is no Pan-Africanism in Africa. Correct. Then coming to the issue of Delta, I need these people to understand that we are not kids. We are not kids. Even a once bold Yoruba man, not this their current generation of cowards, a true Oduduwa man, MKO Abiola, to an extent, say that you cannot be pissing on my head and tell me that rain is falling. So what this means that you people cannot be killing us, doing not messing our land up, and expect not the youth not to rise. Of course, the more bloody revolution is coming. We know our PM is latest man. He's trying to follow everything not to break the international law. But time will come when even a baby in the womb will take up weapon to fight this war once and for all. Me, I'm not I learned this quote from even our brother Mazi Odinamba here, and I know it. He said, "I will teach my children to be gentle with gentle people and to be tough with tough people." So that's the same thing. I will treat my child. If he see a good person, treat him nice. If he see an evil man, cut off his head. That's the first orientation I will give to my child. Then to our MetaMask, Mazi, you can see it here. Me, I am ready for this cryptocurrency. Our match have not finished, but I have took a salary advance alone from my country to invest in this cryptocurrency because I know in it there is a bright future. Thank you, sir. Let me use other Biafrans to speak.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Thank you.
Mazi, excuse. This my brother is from Delta. I told him he's from a car. I have told him to vote. I have keep preaching for him to vote every time. He's saying another thing. His name is Chinedu, but he said he's not Igbo.
I'm part of Biafra already. I'm already following the group and everything of Biafra because Nigeria is really going backwardly. And we all want a new Nigeria. So, or we
not a new Nigeria.
We want Biafra to exist because we Delta State is part of Biafra, and Biafra is already at hand. And we pray that before the end of the year, it must prevail. That is our prayer.
Thank you very
much.
Thank you very much. The truth is that you see what is happening. Let me talk to him now. Is he in a hurry?
No, we are in work. He's in the work. He's rushing.
All right.
I'm on break. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Darlington Johnson, can you open your camera for me to see you? Then I will let you in. Darlington Johnson, open your camera. Unveil your camera, Darlington Johnson. Yeah, but everything is white. I'm not seeing you. I have to see you, please. I have to see you 1 minute. Yeah. So those that did not agree before, you see them, they systematically, coming to the acknowledgement that look, everything we've been saying, is true. Look at what is happening today in Delta. Look what's happening. Can you now deny that these people, they do not have you in their project? You are not part of their project. Darlington Johnson. Hello? Okay. You can remove your camera now. Please remove it. If you don't want to show camera, you can off it now so I can bring you in. All right, thank you. All right. So the reason why I asked you to show me first, because I have to be sure some people, some very devilish-minded people, they always come in with evil intention. So you're welcome. Darlington Johnson, thank you for coming in. And I want you to give us your own take into what's happening and what have you got to share with us on this Sunday.
I've been trying to come in, but Zoo, the network is not easy.
This your name. What? Why Darlington? What part of the Biafra are you from?
Okay, I'm from Old Imo State.
Okay. You just have this name. It's not like
yeah, I'm from Old Imo. I'm from the Old Imo State.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you can hear me.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Hello, Mazi Johnson. We can hear you.
Clearly, the network is something. Nnamdi was said that Biafra will be the last miracle on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand that man is a great prophet when he makes that comment.
Yeah.
If you look at what is going on around the world now, you'll find out that the zoo government know what is unfolding.
Yeah.
Being that the problem between the West and Russia, so they are trying to do, they want to, they just want this thing to be when the West is engaged with Russia. As soon as they get engaged with Russia and all the eyes of the whole world is in the West, they will now use the opportunity to do the final Islamization they want to do. That is why they send all their armory, all their weapons, everything to the East. Have you wondered that, upon all what is going on in the North, they're not even interested. They're only interested that they must, first of all, handle the East and make sure that they have subdued us. You know, but there is one thing they forget to understand. They forget to understand that the project that we are fighting for is God's project, not man's project.
Yeah.
You see. So my take on this is that we will continue to pray and continue to support, no matter what we see, no matter what they are doing. This is God's project. Man can't defeat it. As Mazen Nandikano said, he said that no, at the end of this whole thing, everybody will know that this is the handwork of God, that God is one that bring it and deliver it to us. This is a prophecy I will never forget, and it will is unfolding. So this is my take. Bam, bam, bam. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because with the effort we are making, we know that ordinarily everybody will look at us and say, is it with this thing you are doing that you will be defeat them? If you are not doing anything at all, then to go get them and say, you know, that means you are not ready to be free. We have to make our move and make the effort to show that we are tired of the evil going on around us and we have risen up against it. And that's how Chukwu Kadam will give us the victory and the miracle that we are now expecting, which is the Biafra. David, ordinarily, if it were not because of the finger of God, coming with those stones against Goliath, everybody will mock him. I say, what is this one trying to do? But eventually, those were the stones that were used to bring down the giant. You understand?
Yes.
So the same way we are going to bring down this gigantic enemy that is standing before us today. I'm telling you, because already you can see, even with the little budget we have, we are giving it to them, woto. With the little budget we have. Okay, tell me, this thing they are doing in Delta today, in the epicenter in Biafran and in the epicenter where, you know, there's an open war going up against them in the epicenter, which is in Imo State. Can they put up a fight against us like that? They can't. They came with their tankers in 6 days. We neutralized their tankers in 6 days with the little resources that Biafrans provided for this government. I'm telling you. So now they are going to Delta to go and, show their power there. But we're going to show them, we're going to tell them that, look, all those areas belongs to us. And they will see the repercussion of everything they are doing in Delta today. They will see it. They will see it. Thank you so much, Mazi Johnson. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
All right. Okay. We have Mazi Christian and Gabriel Alonzia. Your network kept kicking you out. And it kicked you back in again. So let's... I don't know, even Mazi Christian normally doesn't have a very solid network. Please be patient. Let me allow Mazi Christian 1 minute. Or are you in a hurry? You can wait. Okay, Mazi Christian, please just take like 3 minutes because I know how terrible your network is when it begins to act up. Go ahead, Mazi Christian. You'll take 3 minutes, please.
Okay. Pastor Van, happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to all Biafrans. My heart is heavy slightly, but it is well. The zoo, they're more or less looking for a soft target.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, about a week ago, they hit my own very town, Onicholona, in Anyoma, Onicholona. That is why I told you last week that a young Biafran guy who is endowed with skills and talent, they went there, he produces Dengon and drones. With the mother, from a childhood, this boy have this gift. Typical Biafran youth. They went there and bombarded everywhere, arrest people. Since last week, they took the mother, the father, and the 3 siblings. They disappear, and my junior brother was telling me how the type of thing they did there. And in this, about a few days ago, they went to Yeli and they did this another, that they start burning houses indiscriminately, just like they usually do. The normal pattern they do in the hinterland Biafra, the main hinterland Biafra. But you see, oh my God, now it is proven. And like I was telling my younger ones, I said, this is an indication for everybody. We have to spread the message. They are not we can never be with these people. So obviously, if there was any doubt for somebody either from Abo or Umunede or Iseluku or Wash, whatever, saying that I'm not Biafra, I'm not Igbo or this. This is your answer for you. Because what they are doing in data now, in Anyoma, what they are doing in these places, they don't do it in the north. They don't go to the north and start burning houses indiscriminately. Because this is what they did in New Yearly, burning houses. But the bandits and the terrorists in the north, they kill every day. This is not every day. They either killing and kidnapping, and in fact they go to their barracks and kill people and kidnap some of their soldiers. And they know who they are, but they will not go after them and destroy them. Gumi, who is the middleman of the terrorists, he knows where the terrorists are. He's communicating with them back and front. They will not follow him, go there and bomb everybody. No. But when it's Biafra, they grow wings, they grow power. So, but this is good. Everybody is waking up to the reality. For you who is denying yourself, this is a wake-up call for you. But I know that not only is this going to wake up everybody, this, in a short time, they will meet their water in Biafra land. Because it's a moving train. You can't stop it. A time is coming, all this Uyeli, all this Abo, all this Umunede, all this Ukwane, and the rest of them, it will be their burial ground. It's going to be their burial ground. They will run away. Biafra land will never accommodate them because the people, the owners of the land has risen up. And our youth know the history. They try to hide and to mislead and to deceive the youth. But now they are waking up to know who they are. They begin to know who they are. So there's no hiding place for land. Let them continue. Soon, we will take the fight to them in the Anyoma part of Biafra, in Ukwane, in the whole of Biafra land. We will chase them. Slowly but surely, they will never go unpunished. They will never go unpunished. Thank you, my brother. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mazi Christian. Yes, definitely, they will never go unpunished because by the time, Mazi Namdekano have always told them that we are more than them. Just look at a few, what they did before those people, that they claim that the youths, handled and pied. Those people, they already pied people. Go and find out the story of what happened there. They have gone there for illegal activities. That's what took them there. Tell me, what are they doing in those areas? What are they doing there? They had no business in that place at all. So those people that they claim were pied, they were at the wrong place. They're not supposed to be there. Because those places are peaceful places. That place is Biafra land. They have no business there. So whatever they were doing there, they went there to look for trouble. They saw the trouble, and now they are coming back with reckless revenge. That okay.
It's what I'm trying to. I'm liaising with my younger ones. I'm telling them to find a way to coordinate themselves because from now on they will be coming with vengeance. So they cannot sit idly by and let them come and burn their houses. They have to fight back, whichever way possible.
They must fight
Thank
back.
you, my brother.
If they don't fight back, these people, they need to be confronted also, so that they will know that people are also able to stand up for their own rights. You understand?
Yeah.
And definitely what, as our men will be going into those areas to support them and to help them protect the area, because definitely all those places are Biafran and Biafran Liberation Armies will rise up to their duties in that area very, very soon, and you will see them. They will never smell those areas. In fact, what is happening is going to even make our men to be more equipped and have our presence increase in those areas. So they are giving us opportunity to increase our camps everywhere. So let me see, by the time we declare Biafra, all these places, we need the presence of our men in those places.
Completely. They will kill us. We will kill them, and at the end, Biafra will come. As our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi said. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, Mazi Gabriel, please grab the microphone.
Good evening, Muchineke. I greet all the Biafrans tonight to this evening. May God strengthen you people, strengthen all the Biafrans who believe that this is the gospel. May God strengthen everybody until the final we meet there in Biafra land. I thank God what our brothers, they are now waking up, because I heard last calling somebody that called our PM in Austria. Somebody Australia, I mean to say. Somebody asking about others, the coastal region. He told people to forget everything due to the fight is not the fight. Everybody will fight. 2 or 3 people can even fight this fight. After everything, that is to be made. That is a wisdom man saying. Our PM saying wisdom talk to the people to understand. But now they are waking up. The fight is everybody doorstep now. They are now seeing it. Mazi Namdekala will fight this thing for a long time, telling people, see what is coming, prophesying, telling people about this, what is coming. Now it's all every man's doorstep. Now we have to take this fight along. All the holy John have to know this is not a only fight of Southeast. It's not only 5 states. It's all the whole state of 40 states of Biafra have this fight to fight. This 40 states of Biafra have to fight this fight now and end it once. So that's what I want to say. Baba, I greet you so much. God will strengthen you. All the Minister of Information, God will strengthen you people and give you more wisdom to you to handle this platform. And may God bless all the Biafrans.
You say, thank you very much, Mazi Gabriel. Okay, Onyeka Furniture, you are in. Please grab the microphone. Onyeka Furniture.
Vam. Good evening from
Biafran. In the house today. Academic is in the house today. We move. Thank you, Machineke.
Onyeka, I greet you from Biafran land. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, Onyeka.
Okay. Now the person where they come from Biafran land, where always call you, where they give direction how to vote.
Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah. I greet now.
Welcome.
I say okay, go zoom because I had a far call on the handwriting is on the wall. Oh yes, no Chineke boy no strength. It's not easy. So all the zoo is funny. I had a wuto every day wuto. They are crying. I tell them that they will cry blood. They only started crying, they will cry blood. Blood will come out from their eyes. They will not understand. You know this Biafra now. There's something that happened in my area. You know what the zoo army did to one of my brother in my community. You know, so because of it happened that the woman the same market for their checking point, and this woman is a married woman. You know, so they have to sleep with that woman. So when the information got to the husband, and the husband and I sent the woman away from the house. So it happened that as a tradition demand, so now they have to bring the masquerade. The masquerade now go and change the woman away from the house. It happened that after changing this woman away from the house, because it's an abomination for a married woman to sleep with another man. Do you know that this woman the army man that did that thing, they already transferred him from that army checking point for another place. So the woman now called the army man. The army man now give order to the other people that is there to go to that man's house in the night. As they go to that man's house in the night, they didn't meet the man in person. So that means the business brother of that man. They beat this man, used gun to hit him all over his body. They nearly kill him in my community. So everybody was shouting because we didn't attack them, we didn't ask them anything. We only chased the woman away from the house because she had committed the abomination. So we didn't attack the army. We didn't ask them the question. Why then coming to the house again to beat beating the people? They nearly killed the man. So the thing is surprising everybody. Everyone was shouting, and we are not happy. So I don't know. The army checking point I'm telling you is in the one in Ehara. in Abbott Boys along on Ishowore Express Road. These are the people that committed that atrocity in the land. What they are doing is very, very bad. They are only taking people's wife. And which is very bad. They feel because they have a gun and nobody will talk. They will not the person because the person talk because, and when they did this thing, we don't, we know they attack them because we know that they did for the woman, that woman that submitted herself, but we don't blame them. We now did the right thing because if the woman cook food for the husband and with that money, the man would die. So that when that's okay. Instead of that, let the woman go to her father's house. I take over the fight as if this is their wife. I don't know. So and also one day I will get to your program and report this matter to you so that the thing is getting out of hand.
Thank
So
you.
that's
Thank you. You know, these are the atrocities they commit in these communities. They go in and they commit these heinous atrocities. They commit abomination in these communities. And when our people decide to rise up against them, like what they did in that Delta, the place where they are going now to revenge, they committed some atrocities and the people rose up against them angrily. And I look at them turning back. Tell me what they are doing in people's land, for goodness sake. Yeah. Thank you, Onyeka. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Now we have our member of cabinet who is in the military wing of the cabinet. He is going to give us his own take on what is happening, in the zoo right now and the advancement we're making and the success we are also achieving so far. Mazi Edan Deze. This is your name, eh? I don't know how it is. Edan Deze. Or we call him His Academic Highness. Please grab the microphone, Martin.
Well done, Biafrans. Udo dịrị anyị. Ihe na-ekwu n'okwu ya bụ ihe a. The conquering lion of the tribe. The conquering lion of the tribe of Biafra. And I am telling us and I'm ensuring us that, I'm ensuring us that as far as this Biafra is concerned, this contemporary Biafra is concerned, there is no power that is going to challenge the power of MNK, subsequently the power of the current Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa. The reason and why I shoot the sign of the conquering lion of the tribe of Biafra, which is known as the Udum, the Agu, is to let our people to understand that we are focused. If our people could understand, whom we are, there is no need for us to be afraid of any form of Janjaweed nomenclature. You know what happened? Our people of the Ika zone organized themselves through the action and the reality of what they're seeing. They were able to challenge the Janjaweed. And you are seeing the resultant revenge from the Janjaweed. Fire is burning from the riverines of Delta State as we speak today. But they must not slack down. They must not slack down. That is the rule. That is the order of the day. Because if you remember, during the armistice of 1970, prior to the total armistice, the people in that zone were already singing the Hallelujah, conventionally speaking, to the one Nigeria, and they were being lined up and being sentenced to judgment, to judgmento. In that area. But today they have woken up. You have a caste state. You have even Agbo County, and they have taken their destiny upon their hands, the destiny upon their hands. And Musa started complaining. His complaint holds no water. I might not be talking what you want to hear, but I'm telling you that all the Biafran people must stand on their feet and take the bull by the horn and take the destiny upon our hands, because Machiavelli, academically speaking, said that for people to be liberated, they must arm themselves. It's called the doctrine of armament of the people. Machiavellism, meaning the reign of armament of the people. Just as we are here, we are arming ourselves through conventional lecture, conventional understanding. Those that on ground must arm themselves in direct and focused, because the forces of the cosmos doesn't have direction, but it is the human that directs the forces of the cosmos. That is what we call the cosmic power. If, for example, Christians in our limitrospheric territory happen to sleep, the jihadists will take over and they will become the order of the day. But if the Christians or the indigenous people are awake and they're able to take the bull by the horn and to say, this is our right, the cosmic power will hear them and say, the voice of the people is the voice of God. You see it in political jag. But if the people continue sleeping, waiting for Jesus Christ to come down from Mountain Calvary to come and save them, it is not the right way. The people must take their destiny upon their hands. Machiavelli said it, and another intellectual said it. Many intellectuals said it. They said the people must take their destiny upon their hands. And that is exactly what we are doing. The BLA is doing the needful to liberate and to represent the people. The BRGIE, meaning the Biafran Republic, government in exile, is doing its best to represent the people diplomatically, internationally, legally, and otherwise. Just as if you want to challenge us on the base of what we are doing in international law, I have to tell you to go to Charter of the United Nations, Article 1, Paragraph 2. It says expressly, without reading book, that the United Nations is here to support the equal sovereignty of nations, both big and small, and to support the right for self-determination of peoples. In Article 21, you see about something that has to do with the United Nations Security Council methodology. Article 23 also said it. That is to tell you that it is the human reasoning that makes the law to be functioning for the people. And that is what we are here doing, nothing more, nothing less. When the Janjaweeds that understand just a bit and they are saying that they want to be the controller and the determinants and the determiners and the determiner of our faith, we have to tell them no, because we are not the Janjaweed. We are the determinants, the determiner, and the determiner of our own FATE. And that is the meaning of this conquering lion of the tribe of Biafra. And we are going to make sure that it happens as it is demonstrated. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when the professionals are speaking, those have got what it takes to express, you know, themselves through the academia. You will understand that. Like our leader Mazen Namdekano, you can't contest it. So these unbelievers know what they are up against, and we are going to stop them. We are going to stop them. Self-defense is golden. Thank you very much, Watson on stage. Okay, Mazi Onyeka, have you got something to add? Mazi Christian, any one of you? Let's continue to.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Christian.
Hello? Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Yes. Hold on. Let Christian finish. Hold on.
I was just going to say that we are on the move. We are marching on. Nothing is going to stop. We will take it by force. We will force it, because none of them, including our so-called politicians, they are all in the cahoots. They are all in gang up.
Is it not the same politicians that are in the north?
Yeah.
The ones in the north, are they not politicians? The governors in the north that are stopping the military from engaging real terrorists that will come out and say, we did this.
Yeah, well,
we are the ones that buy 70 military people. And if we see more of them, we'll buy them. Their governor will come out and say, no, don't attack them, leave them.
The northern politicians, they've just tell Tinubu now to go and negotiate with terrorists. Can you imagine? But our own politicians, they are working with the evil globalist agenda that want to turn Nigeria into Islamic nation. Recently, Emeka Anyoku and some of these people, Biafran, so Emeka Anyoku, that they want to pure distraction, just to divisionary tactics, that they want to go and sort out the constitution, blah blah blah. All lies. They are not sorting anything out. They can see, they are seeing the high ranking on the wall. They know that Biafra is coming. But these are the same old playbook. They are just playing the same old playbook. I don't know if you know Emeka Anyoku, that Commonwealth former this thing,
I get I'm telling you, I get remember na compound ha na ya na barricade na zibe ha. Biafrans will pass judgment on them. All these people, we know all of them.
100%.
Biafrans will pass judgment on them. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So obviously, they are in for a big shit, because Tinubu is telling the governors that they all should give him he can give them Yoruba land, fine. So after all, they say that they are the same. FFK said that they are the same with Fulanis. Nothing should come in between. So they are free. For me, I don't even get bothered when they talk about giving Fulani land in the 36 or whatever state, to give them land for Ruga, for whatever. So he said if they give him land, he will stop this father header, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't care. They can give whatever. Biafra land is a no-go area, and anyone giving already will be retrieved when the time is right. So they will all be retrieved, because we don't have any land to give to murderers, to terrorists. No. We are free. We don't want terrorism. We condemn terrorism in every form possible, in every shape. We believe in humanity. We believe in human development. We don't look at what is happening. We are defending our land from terrorists coming in. Self-defense is God-given right of every people. We don't go kidnap. We don't go to kidnap children. We don't go to kidnap anybody. We are just defending our land and asking for our freedom, which is now, obviously.
You're going to see this now. Look at this. This man, our PM, is reminding them. Let me enlarge and read what our PM wrote about this hour. Now you can see this is the man. How many of you remember this man?
Yeah, Lagos.
This is Lagos. Those who abducted this man in Lagos will continue to pay the price in the East. His crime was that he dared and spoke up. Then he was inhumanly silenced and locked up for the past 9 months. 9 months, so that this man just spoke. He said something. They did not see him with gun. He did not arrest anybody. He did not beat anybody. He just said that Igbo will defend themselves. Even in Lagos, that we will defend ourselves. That was what he said. He said that IPOB will come and help them. That's what he said. Do you understand? Okay. For 9 months, they've had him. He had no affiliation with the Biafran Liberation Army back then. He is just an Igbo Nigerian. An Igbo Nigerian, because he is as an Igbo in Lagos. He is not as an Igbo in Biafra land in Lagos, which means that he was also believing in their Nigeria. So to say, he is just an Igbo Nigerian. But because he is Igbo traditional leader in Lagos, he was humiliated and rubbished. It was not about him, but about the entire Igbo Biafra traditional institution. This is one thing that our people fail to understand. Maybe when they kidnap one person, you say, hey, that sounds him right. Now, this man now, do you think they are dealing with him because it is him? No, it is you. You are God, you. You are the one they are also dealing with. Your own institution as an Igbo man, your traditional institution as an Igbo, that is what they are against. It's not because him is an individual. So if it were for him, they will say, this one no get, what if this one be a beg? They will just sanction him and he will pay a fine. But they lock him up just to rubbish your traditional institution. Like I said, those who kidnapped him and kept him for the past 9 months will continue to pay the price in Southeast. They'll continue to pay the price. Now, you see this man here. This one here have been talking everywhere, and he's free.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This one, they give him red carpet. Even the stupid P2B went to visit this one here. This one is good. A notorious terrorist sympathizer. You see? Islamic cleric and peace negotiator. Negotiating peace between terrorists and government. This man. But he's free. Nobody's harassing him. But your own traditional ruler was kidnapped. And you will say it serves him right. You keep quiet. I pity for you people. Okay. Now, I don't know. Okay, Christian have left. No, Christian is there. Onyeka has been knocked out. I don't know if academic kindness have something to add to this particular point. We'll just, but rest now.
Yeah. My own is always the same pattern. Because there is no hope for Janjaweed. You know, when our Prime Minister openly declared prayer for the Gowon, and Gowon surfaced in some strategic letterings and letters. When he declared that voluntary prayer for Gowon to be alive, to see the realization of the sovereign state of Biafra under this government, my spirit was in calculative and metaphysical megalomania. I said, this is a scientific approval of what we are doing. There is no hope under the Janjaweed. And I have to tell you, as a bridge member, that we are always with the book of reference. I can tell you that in this time, the Biafran Republic government in exile started very, very well in 2023 by making the European Union to know that the activities of the BRGIE is sine qua non. And the Biafran Republic government prime minister wrote to the Biafran, wrote to the European Union, because I wanted to see the Biafrans in Europe in order to cover them in Europe. He wrote to the Biafran European Union that what happened, that we wish to introduce to your notice the reason why we Biafra want to exit Nigeria, and we agitating for what the restoration for the sovereign state of Biafra and the establishment of the Biafran Republic government in exile. This was written in April 2023. I am reading this so that those Umokokos will understand that the Biafran government in exile work with what to call legal base. And those who are not of the know of legal base, they will miss the road. 14th day of April 2023, the Biafran Republic government in exile spokesman, who is the prime minister today, wrote to the European Union, telling them the reason why we must exit. Today, we have a government that have been recognized by the whole world. He said that the Biafran land is located in the thick tropical and mangrovial zone, measuring the territory of landmark mineral procurement of the eastern region. And due to this scientific assertion, the British people who came later, in fact, the British came before, this particular statement of problem. Unlike the coming of the Portuguese, who understood the differences of the people and did not want to do amalgamation. But the British came and amalgamated peoples of different caliber in 1914. And that was the statement of the problem of Nigeria. And inside that forceful amalgamation, it was written that there is a term which was 100 years, and after which any of this group can opt out. This is from the Buckingham, registry. After 100 years, any of these people who were being forcefully amalgamated can go to their separate ways. That was containing in the letter of the Prime Minister dated 14th April 2023. Is there anybody that can argue that? This is the letter. Is there anybody that can argue this? For those who think that, go on.
Chairman, yeah, can I ask our brother one very pertinent question? Because this is unbelievably pertinent. This thing you just read and showed, I've never seen it before. I've heard some few things concerning it, but this is very detailed. What you just elaborated now is very, very detailed and is documented. So you begin to ask yourself, the likes of the Okonjo-Iweala of this world, of the Emeka Onyokos and the rest of them, are they not privy to this thing you are reading now, or they are just wish-washing, or for whatever reason? I mean, what do you think about that? The fact that this type of documents exist that explicitly put things in perspective.
Yeah, I answer you like this. The colonial masters entered in Africa due to the fact that they knew that we have the Archaeozoic layer, what you call the Zocolo, meaning the dotation of natural resources. They tried to enter us, our forefathers, destroy them with their traditional otomokpo. Our forefathers, what I mean by traditional otomokpo means the sense of believing in self, that sense that makes you to understand that person who is coming here is an enemy.
Yeah.
It's not coming with goodwill. Now,
yeah,
they tried to do that, but these people went back and regrouped themselves. They came back without arms and they came with religion. When they came with religion and Western education, which was not real Western education. They were able to penetrate our people, not only with Western education, they also came with some substances that made most of our kings to sleep off, and they took away whatever they were having. Now, people that were being groomed under inferiority complex, or what you call the supremacy of the white, or white supremacy, cannot talk about African resurgiment, or what you call African renaissance. People like Okonjo Iweala of Nomenclature et al., Professor Soludo et al., people like the P2B, people that are even before P2B, and even of the prior to 1967.
The Nnamdi Azikiwes of this world, they become the agent. They become the agent of the white colonial. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much on him because his soul is resting. So that's why I said prior to 1960s, because in this time, it is the same people. Let me vociferate in this particular temporally this time, in the sense that who caused what you call the Igbo pogrom was discovered to be the white British, the British colony, caused the Sauduana of Sokoto to introduce that semantic that made them to believe that they should be talking about Mohammed, which is the beginning of what you call jihadism. Immediately before the liberation of the colonized territories. The United Nations was created by the America, the Rooseveltians, from 1942 in San Francisco, United States of America, from 1942 stroke 1945. Now, during this period, there was nothing like America being in charge of the world politics. But America came from 1942 in San Francisco, together with some few nations, to write the templates of what is going to be the new world order by then. Now, they changed literally and practically the three nations that colonized Africa, as in the Great Britain, the French, and the Germania. They forced them through the armistice of the Waterloo of 1945. They chased them away from the territory, colonized territory. But the British people did not want to leave us in toto, and they created what you call appeasement and the political triangulation in order for us never to function. Recall that from 1960, the independence of the so-called Nigeria, the prosperous zone was the southeast, the rubber plantations, the industrializations. Because of this, that they orchestrated this thing that entered into the man that they called Saduana of Sokoto, that started killing Igbo, and it was called Igbo pogrom prior. And also initiated the military coup. That military coup, the first military coup, was being engineered by these British people. They used both the North and the South against Nigerians. Nigeria does not exist, but Nigerians are the indigenous people of that mangrovial territory. Somebody said it should have been called Songhai Republic, but let us leave it in that particular stance. Now, the question you asked me, people like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, they are not groomed to understand African uprising. At the same stance, I have to tell you that you have people like Dr. Arikana of Zimbabwe. Dr. Arikana,
I know her.
Is a woman, and she supports, advocates for African emancipation and equality between white and black man. But why is it that Ngozi Okonjo is not advocating? It's because the Westerners use people like her to keep Africans down. They also use people like the Reverend Fathers and some
Yeah.
potential politicians and pastors against African uprising. So we cannot be waiting for them. They know this, but they have used what you call privilegium ortonis, privilege, to cover their reasoning. They told them that they are different from their citizens, therefore making them to be calling their fellow citizens miscreants instead of calling their fellow citizens citizens, as is written in the political doctrine. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much, His Academic Highness. No wonder you are highness in academics. Wow, thank you.
There's something there's another thing I would like to ask him in regards to this concept of Pan-Africanism, because I followed the that Dr. Arikana he referenced and even Lumumba, you know, but the concept of Pan-Africanism sometimes I think is misconstrued, because when they talk about this Pan-Africanism, it looks as if they assume Africa to be a country. Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent, you know, it's not homogeneous. Therefore, they try to lump everybody in one and say Pan-Africanism. But it's not going to, I don't think it will work. Why? Because we're very regional, very traditional, very tribal by nature. So, but for them, it's like, well, we should all be one country. But how are you going to be one with people that you can't see eye to eye virtually on anything? So it's like, these people are dragging left, you are dragging right. How are you going to move forward? So for me, I think that Pan-Africanism is not properly defined. That something has to be done, but I am praying to God that by the time Biafra comes, we'll be able to move from there and liberate Africa. It's only Biafra that can genuinely liberate Africa. And these colonialists, they know it, because you cannot tell me that we're all Africa. Therefore, a Fulanese that sees things differently from the way I see it as a Biafran, how are we going to be in one country? We have to respect our boundary, respect our individual differences and traditions and laws and stuff like that. You know, if you come to my place, you respect the law of my place. If I go to your place, I respect the law of your place. But not you trying to lord it over me. So you see, brother, I think you get my point, right? Bro, Academic Highness.
Yeah. You have said something that is very, very, important, in addition to what we're saying, because this platform or the platforms of Biafra is for us to come together as brothers and sisters, or as brethren, to discuss our faith, what is concerning us. That is what is called political participation or politics in its etymological assertion. Now, I can tell you, my brother, you are right in your quesito, in the sense that Pan-Africanism is like starting the question from the zenith instead of starting the question from buttocks, which is the particular Confucian enigma that they use to dismay and to derail our father from focusing from real confederation or what you call regional integration. And they lured him into one Nigerianism. Now, the Dr. Arikana's, PLO Lumumbas, the Pan-Africanists are only clearing road, waiting for us to have the main definition of freedom in Africa, because the zero longitude is located in Biafra. They are just clearing road, just like what the gospel hypothesis of Act of the Apostle, after the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, immediately after the Gospel of John, he said the apostle, those that read the Bible very well, will understand that there was a place where Jesus Christ, Yahweh Yeshua, was performing miracle, was preaching. And some of the disciples allegedly came and said, Rabbi, we saw some people preaching something, making miracles in your name, but they are not part of the apostles. Can we stop them, Rabbi? Jesus said, do not stop them, because those that are talking like us are with us. So Dr. Arikana and host of others in this contemporary period. So many things. It is not easy for somebody to abdicate very, very important position from the United Nations, from the American Assembly, and from the European Union to be talking about African nations. They are waiting for us. Have Ngozi Okonjo, or has Ngozi Okonjo spoken like Arikana? No. So Arikana is welcome, but it's left for us to start it from zero, what we call the grassroots. The Pan-Africanism is an ideology that did not start from the bottom, but it's an ideology that is copy and paste. Because if you want to do the real Pan-Africanism, you should dismantle what you call the Declaration of 1884/1885, what that is called Berlin Conference, which balkanized Africa colonies of the West. They did the balkanization of Africa, the Berlin Conference, and you still have the Cotonou Conference in 1884/1885, in order for the whites to avoid fighting against themselves. It was after this balkanization of Africa that they named the territory that we call Nigeria the United African Company, and subsequently they named it Royal Niger Company in 1900. Zik was born in 1900. Exactly. That is what the history said. So it is left for our people to understand that we should be the definition, just like Machiavelli said, and what D'Annunzio Gabriele said, that we should take our destiny upon our hand. We should not figuratively, that is practically speaking, we should not be waiting for all these people to give us the way forward, but it is we that are going to take the destiny upon our hands. But if educated somebody identify himself as an African, we have to welcome the person. So the Eastern Africans, the East Africans intellectuals, they are welcome, because I love them for the fact that they speak for the growth of Africa. When they say Pan-Africanism, is good in regional integration. That is to challenge the white men from the top. It's very, very good. Welcome them. But from the ground, we people have to do. So we have to chase them away from the ground. Like the representative of Thomas Sankara is called Ibrahim Traore. He's in Burkina Faso. He's taking the bull by the horn. From Burkina Faso, you have the Mali representative. You have the one from Niger Republic. You have the one from the Bongo, where you call, after the Bakassi Peninsula, Gabon. Then you have the Ambazonia representative. You have the Biafra. So by the time they see that the movement is what you call concatenator, or what you call agomitolo, then we see Africa is rising. Then if they are talking to us, they will be saying, let's take it easy. These people understand. You should understand also that these people use religion, Reverend Father and Pastor, to cage us. Because in our churches, what our people are after today is where their soul will go. Immediately you are born, they'll be telling you, prepare where your soul will go. Not industrialization, not the real politics. So the Dr. Arikana is welcome. They are talking from the high level, just like Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is talking from high level. The Biafran Impeccable Liberation Army and the soldiers of the Marines, and all of them are doing we must eat unison.
Yeah, I was going to say that our PM, just that word our PM used, dangerous diversity. That is typically what you have in the zoo. It doesn't make room for any progress or any form of development. Absolutely not. Because when you have a diversity, dangerous one, that is what he used the day he had an interview with Lumumba. So that was very vividly, he made him to know that what you have in Nigeria is a dangerous diversity that will never give room for any form of development, but rather chaos, constant chaos. And that is what you have in Nigeria from inception, because of the dangerous diversity. When it's like on experimentation that has never ever by any scientific measure has succeeded. Trying to make day and night to cohabit is never going to work. There's no any form of scientific experiment that will make that to work, that darkness and night will exist in one place. It's not possible. That's what Nigeria is. So I'm happy when our PM emphasized with Lumumba about the need for him to understand that Pan-Africanism is great, but not when it's a dangerous diversity, because that is what Nigeria is. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless.
You're welcome. Awesome. What you said is practically and politically and socially, sociologically correct, in the sense that the people is defined as a nation, and the etymology of nation means family. In a family, do you speak different languages? No. In a family, you have father, mother, and children. And the ideology of nation means the people in a family that is a village that mutate to community, that mutate to a modern stratification that is called the state. The state means the authority of family. In a nation, the people must speak one language, they must be peculiarly cultural and traditional, they must have a unique religion and one language. In Nigeria, erratically speaking, the amalgamated people that are of different cultural backgrounds, religion, language, and different topographic assertion, and they called it Nigeria, Niger area, which is wrong. And to the worst aspect of it, it was an ideal or an ideology from colonial master. And our people were being lured into not understanding the meaning of nation. Because, for example, in the Republic of Italy, they speak one language. In the Republic of Germany, they speak Dutch, one language. The Republic of Spain, they speak one language. In the Republic of the Great Britain, they speak one language. In Netherlands, they speak one language. Everywhere in the advanced nation, even in India, they speak one language. But in our own, they brought Oduduwa people, and they brought the Hausa people, they made the Tibetans, the Jukum people, they knocked them together. They even brought the people you call the Mujahids, through the Mujahideen of 1804, people who invaded the Horn of Africa under the auspices of jihad and not named them Nigeria. And these are the people causing lacrima, the kahus, kumkaga, huakaga in Nigeria in the spirit of ethnic and they are destroying people and they call it Nigeria. That is not why Mazinam Dekano stood up. You must fall. God bless you, brother. Yeah.
God bless you. Danger. Dangerous diversity. And as if that is not dangerous enough, a small fraction, like 5%, who has taken over slowly but surely, they are trying to impose their Islamic ideology on the rest of it. Even so, they say that the country is being declared an Islamic. So these are recipes for disaster, for chaos, for lack of. So I don't know how anybody with any humanity in him or her can support Nigeria. It beat my imagination that any human being with atom of humanity in him or her, whether you be Oyibo, whether you be black, it doesn't matter where you come from, to support Nigeria with such dangerous diversity that is.
Do you know that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have reasoned, left, right, and center? Hey. You know, and he said anybody that say he support Nigeria, he said any person is worse than Lucifer. That's what
Ekwenso.
Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. He said anybody that
leave Ekwenso alone, because Ekwenso. He's a war angel. Devil is separate. Ekwensu is a war angel. Devil is for Caucasian. Ekwensu is a war angel. Yeah.
Okay, Ekwensu is from our own side. So it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said the person is worse than Satan.
Yes.
Satan. Ekwensu is war angel.
Yeah.
You know why I said it? You know why I said that? Because it's very obvious, even for a blind, to see that there's no way is going to be prosperous. So I ask myself, so do these people desire retrogression? Did they desire backwardness? Because anybody that says support one Nigeria or working for Nigeria to continue as one, obviously it simply means that you are agent of darkness. You don't want anything good in your life, because there's no way from every indices, there's no way Nigeria is going to prosper or develop. No way. No way.
Absolutely.
So for me, I cannot, for the life, I just cannot, I can't figure it out. I can't make sense of it. The educated people, so-called educated people with brain, they're supporting a country, a system that is unworkable, irredeemable, a country that will never move forward. Trust me, I am in my mid-50s today. I have seen Nigeria from over 4 decades. It gets worse every day, and it's going to get even worse, way worse than it is today. And you can take it anywhere. It's not, I am telling you, Nigeria is built for this destruction, darkness, and retrogression. There's no two ways about it. It's not a wish, it's reality.
Exactly. Now let us hear Arikana make this very short speech that will make you distinguish. Go ahead, Onyeka, go ahead.
Okay, like what I was saying, you don't hear me well. I say I agree with what you're saying, but they made us to misunderstood who Ekwensu is. Ekwensu is a war angel being used to destroy the Caucasian, the invaders. So they had to give it a bad name. Ekwensu is not devil. He's not Satan. Satan is from Caucasian. Ekwensu is a war angel. Is a war deity, war spirit. Okay, our ancestors used it to destroy the invaders. So that is why they have to give it bad name. So, but today now our people mistook Ekwensu for Satan. Ekwensu is not Satan. That's what I wanted to correct. Thank you. And then when I have the mic official, I will say what I want to say. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to play this Arikana, and then we're going to have a closing remark of like 3 minutes from each person, because we will end it now so that we will be able to go to Vienna to join our Prime Minister. Let's quickly listen to Arikana in this 1 minute clip.
You don't expect those who put us in a position of servitude to undo the damage. They will continue it for as long as we're stupid enough to continue to listen to their lies. Wake up, Africa. Wake up, black people around the world. Africa is your problem. Own it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. For Africa to change, for you to be able to benefit from what is yours. What's in Africa is the inheritance of every black person on earth. But if you're stupid enough to listen to the lies, and while they continue to exploit to Africa, while they continue to amass wealth for their children, grandchildren, and generations to come, then the joke on you. But until we educate you, until we make you aware of what is really going on, and that is where we elders come in, we must speak truth to power. Right. That's why we need a Pan-African television that's going to boom the history, that's going to let people know that you are part of an experiment to make sure that you continue to be in bondage. Understand that you are actually in shackles of the mind, that this war we are in, the war of hashtag African economic liberation. We were denied economic liberation at this fake independence. Our people must understand the dynamics, that the systems that are in place, the World Bank, IMF, the Bretton Woods institution, we must fight and push for them to be dismantled, because they never included Africa as part of it. Their success is based on the failure of African nations and other developing nations. So why do we participate? Why do African ministers of finance even go to Washington? So I'm saying, understand the systems, the financial systems, the trade systems, the UN. Those systems are not for us. They must be dismantled. Let's not participate in them.
Let's not participate in them. They must be dismantled. Must. Thank you. No, I'm going to keep the best for the last, which I know Biafrans will want me to keep the best for the last, which is I'm going to allow Academic to hold on to the last. I give Onyeka microphone. Onyeka, your closing remark, please, not more than 3 minutes.
Thank you. I thank you, my ministers and my comrades here. Thank you for your submission. You have spoken well. I just want to have this message to Biafran youths, because these people, over the years, they have made us to understand some negativities, and That mindset is what they use today. Is affecting us. The lack of Konjiwala is not there for you. The lack of Emeka Anyok is not there for you. The lack of Soludo is not there for you. What about the grammar? What about their positions? They are. Look at this woman now. This woman, they will never allow her to occupy any post because she's not speaking in their favor. You know, what about all those Okonjo-Iweala?
She actually occupied a very senior post. France, they all conspired to remove her because she did not play their game. She was representing her people. If you are actually representing your people in the true sense of it, they will not give you a chance. That's why you see her she's playing a solo game for Africa.
Exactly. That is why I'm telling African youths, whenever you see them come with their propaganda, any leader that is for your interest and interest of African continent, they will call the person names. The name they give to Gaddafi and kill him. The name they give to Thomas Sankara, they give to other African leaders. They want to give you a bad name. And when we see any of our leaders that they give this kind of bad name, we have no option than to stand with that leader, stand with him, because him or her, because he's the one that refuses to do their biddings, refuses to be their puppets. And again, I'm talking about Biafrans now in Biafra land. We respect elders, but this time around, let me tell you something. You will disobey some elders, disobey some traditional rulers, and the gods of the land will not be against you. Reason. Yes. Reason. Over the years, they have infiltrated our traditional school and installed their puppets, their infiltrated bloods, and some who are indigenous blood, but they're puppets. So they know that you listen to them, and also the Akram elder political appointed traditional rulers and PGs and the other politicians. Don't listen to them because they are there to do the business of their enemies. The only elder you can listen to are elders who have anything to do with Nigerian government, who are elder that don't have anything to do with them, but any two elder that have anything to do with Nigerian government, don't listen to that elder because he can never speak for a favor. He can never work for a favor. That is what I want people to know. All the youths, listen to Biafra government. If you love yourself, listen to Biafra government. Listen to any information from our Prime Minister, from Biafra government in Nigeria and the federal government in homeland. That is the only way to go. Only way you can be saved. Don't allow, if you disobey these elders, the gods of the land will not be against you because they are not for the gods of. That's why our ancestors have left them. They have left them. Some of them who claim to be traditional rulers, they don't have the true or false. They are being controlled by the governors. They are being controlled by Sultan of Sokoto. They are being controlled by Britain. You must, they must cut them off. Don't listen to them if you really want to be saved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You use your time judiciously. And Mazi Christian, please, 3 minutes for your closing remarks, please.
Okay. Yeah, that's our sister. She spoke perfectly well. It's unquestionable that these people, they are our eternal enemy. I make no qualms about that. And again, all my years also in the Western world, I've seen it firsthand that our fall is their rise. You know, so anybody who doesn't understand that, I feel sorry for you. You know, so obviously, the good thing is that our people are waking up. Though they have among us agents that they are using to tie us down. Tinubu, for example, they allowed Tinubu, Britain in particular, they allowed Tinubu to be there because they know that he's a flawed human being, flawed candidate, a compromise. They have a debt on him, a former drug trafficker, a money launderer, and certificate forger. They have all these things on him. Therefore, they can, you know, these are the role. Somebody that they have debt on, they can manipulate you, they can use you. So people who does that, can you tell me, they don't love, it's obvious to say they don't like us. Because if they do, they will not be allowing people like Tinubu to be the leader. So it's obvious. Now, as far as Western world is concerned, like I always, there's a few exceptions. Countries like Israel and Finland in particular, from the get-go, from time immemorial, has demonstrated that they have the interests of Biafra at heart. And we're going to internalize it from generation to generation. It's going to be internalized between our children unborn and their own children. It's going to so that is the issue. Now, the good thing is that the walls is coming down slowly but surely. is coming down. Because Chukwuka may eventually will show up. It could take time. It takes time, but he show up eventually. He's using men, raising gallant soldiers like our PM, indomitable, like in Namka. So we are marching on. So, my brother, God bless you all. And thank you, Pastor Rama. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Magic Christian. And now to the academic himself, who is in his elements today, my beloved brother, please give us your closing remarks.
Yeah, we always vociferate. The speakers have always have spoken very, very vehemently and truthfully well. And what is so important in this our family gathering is the spirit of Africanism, the spirit of brotherhood, the spirit of comprehension. You know, when we say the spirit of Africanism, meaning for me to respond to one of the questions that one of us asked before on the reason why the Fulanese that seems to be Africans have the same color of the skin of Africa are killing fellow African. The answer is this. Hear me today, hear me clearly. Fulanese are not Aboriginal Africans. Challenge me anywhere. Fulanese are what you call the Mujahids. They were the people recruited, used for the conquest of territory. The meaning of Mujahid is people used or recruited for the conquest of territory under Islamic rule. It is called Mujahideen. They give them the title of Al-Haji. In Islamic studies, the real Ariana Islamiyya, Shahid Islamiyya, you have nothing like Al-Haji, but you have something like Sheikh under Ariana Islamiyya. Sheikh, that is the way they pronounce it, means learned prophet. But under Sumna al-Islam, you have the people you call the Mujahids, the recruits for the conquest of territory. These people historically entered, they were being used by Uzbekian reign in around 360s after the death of Jesus Christ to enter Africa, into African territory through Uzbekian territory. Uzbekian territory is known as what we call the Balkanic Europe. They entered Africa through the Horn of Africa, through Egypt and subsequently Horn of Africa. They infiltrated the population of Africa and they installed the Islamiyya. They started dealing with our people. They first realized what you call it, caliphate in Africa is that of Northern Sudan. Never you see Fulani as Africa. The original Africans are the people that are talking about Pan-Africanism. They are not religious. The original Africans are not religious. They talk about Africa. They talk about nationalism. They don't talk about religion. So let it be clear to our people that Fulanis are never your friend. And it is a pity that as great as that country allowed Fulani, who invaded the territory in 1804 around the axis of Badagry, under the compliance of the French gendarmerie, colonial Napoleonistic expansion, and they entered the people. And around 1808, they were able to enter the people of the old Gobir, today known as Sokoto State. And they introduced what you call the Caliphate of Sokoto, Califato di Sokoto. And they wanted to logorate it towards the southeast, and they were being halted in the axis of the what you call the Benue, the axis of the Benue, and where you have there's something, a state you call Kogi State, but I say Benue. If you see the first cathedral that was built by the Christian, in that axis, it was between the Kogi and the Benue State. That is where the caliphate was being halted. Never you see Fulani as African. That is the sobriety of what I am submitting this evening. Let Africans come together and see themselves as one. The center of Africa is at the 0 longitude and at the 0 latitude of the crosta terrestre. And you must support Biafra. It is a must. Support Nnamdi Kanu through Mazi Simon, Ekpa the BRGIE, and your contributions. That is what I have to say. You see, we have realized Biafra because even America, through George Washington and the Sansculottis and the plantation boys, did it in 1675, which made the Europe to copy from America. In France, in 1789, they call it Glorious Revolution. That is what we are in our own time, and we must create Biafra. Thank you, and God bless you.
Mazi, please, honorable, compare this thing to the tax they give Asarido Kubo. That thing he said just now, that is what they give Asarido Kubo. Mujahid. That is the thing.
Mujahid.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
They gave him Al-Haji, Mujahid. Those titles are for the African infidel and minuscule Islamic members. The real Arabs don't answer Al-Haji or Mujahid. Mujahid is an aberration. It means people used for the conquest of territory. I speak Arab. Alhamdulillah. That is how it is. They don't know. They are people used for the conquest of their own brothers. It is not a title. So Mujahid Asari Dokubo was used so that he will, in his time, go against his own people. That is the reason they even gave him double title. They gave him Al-Haji and Mujahid Asari Dokubo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our panelists tonight. It's been a short service tonight, but awesome and wonderful. And then at the top of the hour, we will be joining our Prime Minister at about this time. His flight is stopping down in Vienna, and we'll be joining him right away. So please join us in this town hall in Austria. And please go and invite 7,000 teeth and tell him that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is right there in his neighborhood. Let him come with his shining 7,000 teeth and ask questions. And let all those Zama people that have lost their way come and ask questions. Maybe there may be salvation for you at the end of the tunnel. You know, some people might be at the 9 minutes.
They have deported 7,000 teeth now. Is he Biafra land?
They have deported him. Okay. So for whatever he wants to join, let him join and ask questions from the brilliant Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Umuchineke, tonight is the night, and I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, Umuchineke. Thank you, Lovers of Freedom. Thank you, His Academic Highness. Thank you, Mazi Christian. Thank you, Mazi Onyekachuku. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Until we see you later, please don't touch that dial when we come back at the top of the hour. Love you all so much. Come siano. Thank you very much.
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set my Nnamdi Kanu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go build to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories. These reckless Fulanis. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle Belt State every day. Our move, don't do. They say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists, like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva, this is Nabiami, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Batami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorist. They stop the people from farming, terrorist. Abu Bakr Malami, terrorist. Mainstream media swami, terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafran's fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Most I Jaja bless. Chukwu Kika Biama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, run them out of Oduduwa land, one them Pararapana, run them out now. Yo, divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU, all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away, Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus Gaveway. Biafra.
You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. People don't know what is coming, do they? They have no idea. I feel sorry for the zoo. They have no idea. Any day that all of you gang up to support your one Nigeria garbage, the more you're digging your collective graves. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed.